Okay.
Welcome back. We're the Bourbon Junkies. He's Dan, I'm Sean. Today,
You already know.
you know I don't. We're doing another blind review.
Sean,
the last one that we did, Henry McKenna.
Oh yeah.
That went
Shockingly
very well. This looks very dark.
You nor I have ever tasted this. It's
Okay.
a label you're aware of. It's a product neither of us have ever had out of this said bottle. So obviously it's probably already in the thumbnail or something. Ooh. You will know shortly. Smells fantastic. Just got here today.
Yeah, I was gonna say we've been warming it up. We've been shooting the shit for a little bit, waiting for this to get warm. Honestly, nose, geez, very berry forward.
This bottle brought to you. We did pay for this, and we did pay up a little, just to keep some stuff in mind. Paid up a little for this because something we haven't had again. Gene and our buddy Luke.
Massive?
Nope.
Oh.
It's a Gene you and I have not met. I don't believe we've met Gene.
Sorry, Gene. When I hear Gene, I think Gene.
You do
Massive.
think Massive,
Yeah.
100%. Gene
common name.
found this.
Okay.
Got buddies with Luke. Was like, hey, would they like this for the channel? Yeah.
Oh.
And then Luke reached out and said, yes, this is how we obtained said thing. So.
I would
Smells
guess.
fantastic.
All right, I'm gonna try to narrow in on a couple things.
Smells really good.
I'm gonna guess around 6 years old.
Almost mesquite-y.
Just off the nose, very sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I just smell. I wouldn't say youthy wood. That's why I don't think it's super old.
Why?
Gosh. Proof's high.
What does, just give me,
medium.
Give me a distillery on that. Buddy, if you guess that distillery off that palate, because I know the distillery, if you guess the distillery off that palate, you'd be a god. I would never, ever put this in. I'm just pouring it in a different glass just to make sure here. I would never guess that distillery off what that just drank like.
That is so sweet. Raspberries, just like macerated with strawberries.
A lot of fruit.
Ah,
Dark whiskey,
nice.
red fruit, not apple. I'd go strawberry raspberry with you.
I get like a sweet green tea off of it too.
Dude, I just can't believe that.
It's oaky. Maybe I do want to ball up on age a little bit, honestly, after tasting it.
How far are we going up?
9.
Okay. You'd be in the ballpark.
Okay.
This is a non-age stated bottle. We would believe this to be that old.
Definitely off the palate, it drinks much older.
What is that? Dude, there is a note that is
It's like a homemade whipped cream. Like it smells like that heavy whipping cream. Just
very vanilla.
Yeah. This is honestly give me a price. How about that?
I gotta. You want MSRP? You want to know what we paid for it?
I would get this. Got to be an $80 to $100 bottle.
Okay, that MSRP would be towards the bottom of what you just said.
Okay.
Can I tell you a note? I don't want to ruin a bottle for anybody. Can I tell you a note I got on the palate, and I was hoping it was a glass funk?
Bad palate?
Like a marker note, like a permanent, like a Sharpie.
Like a Heaven Hill note?
Yeah, and it's not Heaven Hill.
I don't think this could be Heaven Hill.
Okay, that's good. Because
honestly, blind, I would guess Buffalo Trace.
After Jack or before Jack?
After. It's sweet.
I still get it, and that's a different. I still get what I'm equating.
Is it 100 proof?
It's like I didn't even look at the proof. I bet it's between 120 and 130.
Oh God.
It's a big gal.
So the first drink dried all my every bit of
didn't,
moisture out. That one did not, and it's just been sitting there.
What would you grade that at? $80? No labels, no bottle, no labels.
Some ECBP.
That on the first drink, that would have been my guess. Was an ECBP, and it's not a Heaven Hill product. Knowing what it is, I still feel like it's EC, like maybe a C batch or something.
Yeah.
It's like a happy medium
sweet.
between a B and a C. Where it's,
I don't get any astringent. I'm looking for it now that you said it, like the astringent. It is very fruit forward. Minimum on the caramel notes.
I think it's harsher. I think it's more astringent than I expected it to be.
I like the vanilla oak. So berry forward, man. That is
vanilla,
so oily.
A lot of vanilla, very viscous. Love the mouthfeel on this. Is absolutely phenomenal.
That doesn't drink 120 proof.
Is it char maybe? It might just, is it heavy char? Is that a heavy charred thing?
It could be.
Maybe that's what I'm getting.
I like it though.
Do you like it?
Yeah,
you explain this. I'll bring it in. You explain
So what I'm feeling is like, I feel the proof super late because how oily it is. It literally sits on my tongue and I feel like alcohol is evaporating off Cool evolution on flavor. Sits around, lingers forever. That is fantastic.
Great.
Wine grade, $80.
Yep.
A minus.
How much you pay for a pour?
I think that's a strong $25 pour, honestly. Like,
How much?
If I spent $25 for 2 ounces and I got that,
Ooh, 2 ounces is a lot.
but I'm in my mind it's an $80 bottle. 20.
You're saying 12 an ounce at a bar. I want to let you know we paid $210 for this bottle. What's your grade?
Oh,
Not retail.
without seeing a label,
Yeah.
$200.
$210.
Oh man.
That was the store price, by the way. That was how much this was in the store.
Okay.
I know what this is.
And-
I'm gonna give this a B minus.
I think I'm right there.
You and I had a conversation the other day about how we didn't think the 23s were out. We thought that
Well-
was fake.
Hey, I got the Buffalo Trace, baby.
You did get there. That is a 23B. Sean, you and I have never had a 23 at all. We have a 22.
Man, I was so spot on with that. Should be an $80 bottle.
In theory, about 60.
25 for 2 ounces would be about right.
I know, you're just.
Hey,
I asked you that. I know what you're doing.
I'm
You're
really
coping.
trying to hedge myself
Coping.
into getting there.
This is a 23B.
Oh no, I wasn't probing at all. I'm just saying, like, honestly, if I paid $25 for 2 ounces of that, I wouldn't be mad.
You'd be, well, in theory, if you went to a bar and there was a $23, $25, 2 ounce pour of Stagg, you'd be like, we're just gonna kill the bottle.
I've gotten it.
When's the last time though?
On our honeymoon, I got $25
You
Georgia
did.
Stagg.
You did.
Big boy
Years
Stagg.
ago.
It's a year or so ago. Yeah, okay. So we spent $200 on this,
210.
which most people would do.
Can I tell you why? The actual reason that it was an
To have the
immediate
23?
yes, because Sean and I, off camera, the other day were like, no, there's 23s out. And then you were like, I think ours is at 23.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
it's
oh, maybe it
22.
is.
Yeah.
So we had to come in here and check because we both thought the 22, this naming scheme, when they switched to it, it's kind of funky right now. This is a 23B because the 22B came out before 22A or something. One of them came out in 23 or, I don't know, it's been very odd. This is 23B. We've not had a 23 of Stagg Junior or Stagg. It's just Stagg now. Problem is we call George C. Stagg. That's why this becomes confusing.
Stagg placed very low for us end of the year.
I wouldn't say
9.
very low.
It was top 10.
6th?
I think, I thought it was 9th. Was it 6th?
No, it was not 9th. It was higher than 9th.
Anyways.
Bad.
Yeah, no, this really reconfirms to me, even blind, that Stagg was not top 3 for us in any way, shape,
Different
or form.
batch, which we do have to take into consideration. I wanted you to have that without the label.
Also, real quick,
That's
you
an
said,
important-
hey, if you could get this blind.
Yeah, you'd be
then
great at it.
Be a god.
You said Jack Daniels.
I know, it does have a little Jack Daniels feel.
I went
in it.
Heaven Hill.
And then after a while, you said, what would you go? And I said, I wanted to go Buffalo Trace.
Sure.
After tasting it.
Sure.
Do you not believe in
Very
me?
off profile.
You not believe in me
Very
right now?
off profile.
It's in the, I'll re-roll it. It's in the
No, I
video.
believe you.
Okay.
No. I recall you saying that. It's very off profile Buffalo Trace. That is unlike any Stagg I've
The
had.
only reason I would go Buffalo Trace is because of how berry forward it was. And that is the only thing that made me want to go to
There
Buffalo
is
Trace.
something on the palate of that is very Heaven Hill-esque for me.
See, I don't get it that much.
The nose, I would
127 proof.
track farther.
At one point in time, I also said, is this 100 proof? So I will detract anything I said with guessing Buffalo Trace. How about that?
That's a good point. It's not a great bottle. I don't want to say it's not a great bottle of whiskey. It's not a monster bottle of whiskey. That or Little Book 7.
A Little Book 7.
Yeah.
It's not even close.
With you, 100%. All right, we're the Bourbon Junkies. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for being here.
I do get a little bit.
It's there. It exists. I didn't want to ruin it for you, but it's there.
Oh, you're right.
It is there.
It's
Yeah.
in the finish.
Yeah.
Like, it's not,
It
we
is.
get it at Heaven Hill in like the mid
Immediately, yeah.
Where you're like,
Well, it's punchy
whoa.
too. Yeah.
And it's that marker note.
Yeah.
This is in the finish.
It is, yeah. But it exists.
What
which
is happening in
bothers
Kentucky?
me. I don't know. Hey, maybe it's a Kentucky thing. Hey, Michigan whiskey for the win, you hear? Or Maryland, whichever.
Sign it out.
They both start with M.
Tell him to do the thing.
I did.
Oh.
I already gave it to him.